Hi, welcome back to CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Hussain. I welcome you all. Today in the Consumer's Equilibrium chapter under Utility Analysis, we discuss a very important and the last topic of this chapter. You are familiar with total utility, you are familiar with marginal utility, and you are familiar with the relationship between total utility and marginal utility, and you have learned the law of diminishing marginal utility. Now we'll see consumer's equilibrium. What exactly is consumer's equilibrium? When the consumer is at equilibrium, what do you mean by equilibrium in economics? And what are the conditions for the consumer to be in equilibrium? Let's start with this. What exactly is the literary meaning of equilibrium? Equilibrium means state of balance. Equilibrium literary meaning means state of balance where you have no desire either to increase your consumption or decrease his consumption. The consumer is in equilibrium when he is getting fully satisfied, when he's getting maximum satisfaction, where he has no desire either to increase his consumption or decrease his consumption, completely fully satisfied. His satisfaction is maximum for the amount of money he's spending in the market. What does it mean here, consumer's equilibrium? This equilibrium, we learn it under a few assumptions. Number one, consumer is rational. That means he wants to maximize his satisfaction. He is a rational consumer. Number two, income of the consumer is given. He will be spending all this money, whatever he has. Number three, the price of the commodity is given. It should not change. So here in our example, we have taken the price as ₹2 per unit. It may be an apple, orange, whatever you like it. The price of the commodity is given. It should constant. It should not change. Taste and preferences of the consumer should not change, and time should not change. Today, right now, we are trying to find out the consumer's equilibrium. So again, I repeat, the consumer will be at equilibrium when he is getting the maximum satisfaction, where he has no desire either to increase or decrease his consumption. He is getting maximum satisfaction. That means every rupee, every penny he spends on the commodity should give him more satisfaction than the price he is paying for it, or equivalent to the price he is paying for it. So assumptions is rational, price of the commodity should not change, income of the consumer should not change, taste and preferences should not change, and now this is in a short period, right? Okay, so the time period should not change. Here, look at the table, you'll understand better. I'm going off the board. See, consumer's equilibrium utility analysis. This is single commodity, one commodity case we're discussing it here. So look at the board carefully. The price of the commodity we're taken as ₹2. We assume marginal utility of ₹2 utils. That means when you spend a rupee in the market, you are getting satisfaction worth 2 utils. This is just an assumption. When you spend 1 rupee in the market, you are getting 2 utils. Here, the formula I'll give you, right? How do you convert utils in terms of rupees? Suppose, let's say you purchased a commodity that gave you 10 utils of satisfaction. So 1 rupee is giving you 2 utils, divided 10 upon 2. That means you should be willing to give for this commodity ₹5. That is, the formula is MUX upon MU of a rupee is equal to this is PX of the commodity. That means MU in terms of money should be equal to the price. That's a formula. That means the money you are paying, the price you are paying for the commodity should give you equivalent to that satisfaction. Suppose you are paying 100 rupees to a commodity, you should be getting utility in terms of rupees worth 100 rupees. Look at this table once again. Units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These may be oranges or apples. Units you go on consuming. Look at the TU, which you're already familiar with. 10, 18, 24, 28, 30, 30, 28. It's increasing gradually because of law of diminishing margin utility. Look at the margin utility. That's very important here. This is 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. minus 2. So marginal utility is falling down. It's because of law of diminishing marginal utility. First unit gave you 10 units of satisfaction, second unit gave you 8, third gave you 6 units, and fourth gave you 4 units of satisfaction, fifth one gave you 2, and the sixth unit gave you 0. If you go beyond that, minus 2. So we assumed here marginal utility of 1 rupee is 2 utils. Let's convert these utils in terms of rupees by dividing MUX upon MU of a rupee. 10 upon 2. That means the first unit you consumed, it's giving you 10 utils. In terms of rupees, you are getting 5 rupees worth satisfaction. Mind it, the price of the commodity we taken as 2 rupees here. So definitely your marginal utility in terms of rupees is much more than the price you are paying. 5 rupees satisfaction you're getting in terms of rupees, but you're paying only 2 rupees. So tendency of the consumer is increased consumption. If they take the second unit, the marginal utility has come down 8, but in terms of rupees, it is rupees 4, but still you are paying 2 rupees. Better have it, increase consumption. The third unit, 6 utils of satisfaction in terms of rupees, 3 rupees, and you are paying only 2 rupees, increase consumption. The fourth unit, you are paying 2 rupees for it, but you are getting satisfaction equivalent to 2 rupees. This is the point of equilibrium. Stop it here. If you go beyond that, you are paying 2 rupees, but your satisfaction is less than 2 rupees. The consumer definitely won't go in for this. He'll stop it by consuming 4 units. 1, 2, 3 units. He won't stop it here because his marginal utility in terms of money is greater than the price. If he goes beyond the fifth or fourth unit, then the consumer will be a loser because he's paying more money than what he's getting it. I hope you got an idea about it. To put it in simple words, the consumer's equilibrium, the consumer will be at equilibrium when he's getting maximum satisfaction, where he has no desire either to increase his consumption or decrease his consumption. That means he's fully satisfied. That means that every rupee he's spending on the commodity is giving him more satisfaction than the price he's paying for it. So number one, the consumer will be at equilibrium when MU in terms of money is equal to PX. He's at equilibrium. Before that, marginal utility in terms of money is greater than the price, the consumer benefits. He'll go on consuming. In our case, we're taken at the fourth unit. If the consumer goes beyond the fourth unit, the price he's paying is much more than the marginal utility in terms of rupees. He's getting less utility than the price he's paying. He'll stop it here. The consumer will stop. The consumer should consume only up to that level of income where MU in terms of money is greater than or equal. You should not go beyond that. That is the consumer's equilibrium. The same thing I'll explain you with the help of a graph, or look at the graph. What did you learn in the schedule? The consumer will be at equilibrium when MU in terms of money, marginal utility you are paying for the commodity, you are getting from the commodity should be equal to the price of the commodity. The consumer will be at equilibrium. Here, look at this graph here carefully. Consumer's equilibrium utility analysis single commodity case. On the x-axis you got units consumed. On the y-axis we taken price of the commodity. Since price is constant, the price line is parallel to x-axis. OP is the price, that is 2 rupees in the table we taken it. Whether you buy 1 units, 2, 3, 4, the price will remain the same. It's constant. OP price line. Marginal utility in terms of utility or in terms of money is always sloping downwards because of law of diminishing marginality. Look at the graph here. MU curve is sloping downwards and MU curve is intersecting the price line at point E. This we call it as equilibrium point E. This is the point where the consumer will be at equilibrium. He will stop its consumption by consuming OQ units of the commodity. The consumer will not go beyond OQ. If he goes beyond OQ, then you can see the price line is above the marginal utility curve in terms of money. So the consumer will be a loser because he's paying more money than the satisfaction is getting. He'll reduce his consumption. The consumption will be reduced to point OQ. the consumer will not stop before OQ. Why? Because you can see the graph here, the price line is below the MU, marginal utility curve, or marginal utility is greater than the price. The consumer keep on consuming till OQ, till the point he reaches. So what do you conclude from this? The consumer will be at equilibrium when he is getting maximum satisfaction, number one, where he has no desire either to increase or decrease his consumption. The consumer will be at equilibrium when MUX in terms of money is equal to price of the commodity. If you are paying 100 rupees, you should be getting satisfaction worth 100 rupees. That is the condition. So the consumer's equilibrium is arrived when MUX in terms of money is equal to PX. Before that, MUX in terms of money is greater than PX. He'll keep on consuming. The consumer will never go beyond the point of equilibrium because he'll be a loser, because he's getting less satisfaction than the price he's paying. Graphically also the same thing is shown at point equilibrium. At the point of equilibrium, MUX in terms of money is equal to PX. If he goes beyond that, the price line will be above MU line. So he will get less satisfaction than the money is paying. He'll reduce it, and before that he will not stop because marginal utility in terms of money is more than the price. He'll keep on consuming. That's how we conclude. So we conclude in case of one commodity, the consumer will be at equilibrium only when MU in terms of money is equal to PX. That's all we have time for this video, and please learn it. Don't forget to share, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get all future videos. They are very informative. They help you for your examination. Even they help you for competitive exam. They help you when you go for higher studies. That's all we have time. Goodbye from Saddam Hussein. Bye bye guys.